I'm Nancy Thompson, the 8 Weeks to Wellness Director at the Springfield Wellness Center. Last week I talked about carbohydrates, now that it's National Nutrition Month, and that's one of the essential macronutrients. We're also going to look at protein and fats. This week I'm focusing on protein, one of the essential macronutrients, and it's probably the most misunderstood, well, maybe as much as carbohydrates are, nutrient. We need it certainly, but we probably don't need as much as most Americans get, which is usually about 25 to 30% of their calorie intake comes from protein, and that's mostly animal-based sources. The World Health Organization has determined that we really probably don't need any more than 10% of our calories to come from protein for good health, for good cell repair and cell growth. We can get that mostly from plant-based foods if you care to eat that way, but it's a really good choice if you do, because you're going to get a lot of the other essential nutrients you need besides just a good amount of carbohydrate, protein, and fats. I've got a comparison here of 500 calories of plant-based foods versus 500 calories of, say, meat-based and animal-based products. And why that's the comparison I'm going to do is basically how much protein is in each grouping of food. If we look at the spinach, green peas, I have some beans, they happen to be black-eyed peas. They could be any type of bean or legume. Tomatoes, I only had boxed tomatoes, so I got the appropriate amount of tomatoes, and a potato. Each of them about 100 calories in their respective quantity to equal 100 calories. Equals 500 calories. There's 33 grams of protein in this grouping of food. If you would consume it together, whether you eat it fresh, maybe you make some kind of salad, or what I'm probably going to do with all this is make a nice little stew or soup. We compare that to 500 calories of animal-based products, which, again, I didn't have any ground meat, but I had frozen grapes. So we're going to pretend this is ground meat, a equal combination of beef, pork, and chicken. This would probably be about 300 to 400 calories. And this 6 to 8 ounces of whole milk is another about 125 calories. You've got 500 calories in this very small volume of food, but you also do have the 34 grams of protein, which is what most of us Americans have been taught, that we need to have meat and dairy to get our protein in, which most of us don't realize that you could get this almost the same amount of protein, 33 grams, in all of these foods combined, but you're also going to get wonderful fiber, a ton of phytonutrients and other nutrients that are vital for our good health. You'll get a lot of protein, again 34 grams in this smaller quantity of food, but you'll also get cholesterol and saturated fat that the body doesn't need, as well as no fiber, and you'll get some iron and other nutrients that we do need, but you can cover all that with plant-based foods. We're not saying that you can't get protein or you shouldn't get protein from animal-based sources, but for your health and for your feeling full and satisfied with a more nutrient-dense meal, less calories but more volume, you could serve your health better by eating more plant-based foods. So shifting that direction is going to get you all the protein you need, but also the good complex carbohydrates, a little bit of fat, and an abundance of phytonutrients and vitamins and minerals that our body needs for good health. So shift to that more plant-based way of eating, moderate or reduce perhaps the animal-based foods, and you're going to set yourself up for better health down the road. This is Nancy Thompson, your 8 Weeks to Wellness Director at the Springfield Wellness Center.